Let's go to NAACP. They launched today their hashtag log off Facebook. And this initiative, of course, is in response to Facebook privacy issues and them also attacking Color of Change, another civil rights organization. And Derek Johnson, the CEO of the NAACP, I had a conversation with him where he talked about exactly why they're launching this, asking everyone to log off of Facebook and Instagram. Facebook also at Roland Martin Unfiltered. We're not live streaming or tweeting or posting anything on Facebook or Instagram in alliance, in lockstep with the NAACP. Back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Now, a word from one of our Roland Martin Unfiltered partners. You've heard me say it before, and I will say it again. Write down this website, marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org. I'm going to tell you why it matters. Legal marijuana has grown to become a $9 billion industry in roughly 6 years. Forbes magazine predicts the market will continue to grow to nearly $50 billion in the next 10 years. So whether you like it or not, legal marijuana is a growing industry, and it is only going to get bigger. Now, if you're an investor, you get it. You look for business models that are easy to understand in industries that are trending up. Our friends at Transatlantic Real Estate made their business very simple. They buy land that supports legal marijuana operations and lease it to high-paying tenants. So you are investing in the landlord of a licensed marijuana farm. Stop working so hard for your money. Let your money start working for you by investing in the legal cannabis industry. You can invest as little as $300 up to $10,000. But you can't wait. This crowdfunding opportunity is only available for a few more days. They say that you either make things happen, watch things happen, or sit around wondering what happened. Don't be the person watching and wondering. Don't let another investment boom get away from you. It's time to make something happen for you, your finances, and your family. And don't forget my pro tip. To be included, you must complete and confirm your application. And be sure to complete the process. Go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org. Get in the game, folks. Do it now before time runs out. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.
All right, so Derek, first off, when did you decide to do the hashtag log off Facebook?
Well, we decided on Thursday after reviewing the most recent activities of Facebook. And when you think about all of the things over this past year and their lack of timely responsiveness, we felt it was time to take action.
And with this particular initiative, obviously it started today, and you want it to last for a week. What message are you trying to send to Facebook?
Well, African Americans must be respected. When corporate behavior rise to the level where they are hiring outside firms to do opposition research on partner organizations, when they allow their tool to be used by a foreign nation to pretty much subvert democracy by suppressing black vote, we must speak out forcefully, say that is not acceptable.
And obviously, look, when I put the message out saying that we also were not going to be streaming for a show, there were people who said, man, I hadn't even heard about this. And so in terms of response, what are you also hoping folks do with the response? Because, you know, logging off, not using Instagram or Facebook is one thing, but what are you hoping to achieve?
Well, the corporate response is important. The level of urgency for Facebook to remedy the harm they created in 2016 as a result of the ads that was placed on their system, the fact that they will hire a outside conservative firm to do opposition research, they need to act swiftly to change their corporate culture. In fact, today there was released a civil rights audit report. When I spoke with Facebook, you know, I've talked about the importance of that audit report to be raised at a C-suite level. It should be buried 3 levels down in the organization. The recommendations need to be adhered to, and their whole corporate focus as it relates to African-American communities and civil rights must change.
And when you talk about that particular report, when you and not just that report, but also the impact on the 2016 election, we also now know from the Senate Intelligence Committee report how Russians targeted African Americans utilizing Instagram, utilizing Facebook, and the company has been highly criticized for not doing enough to stop it, even when they knew it was going on.
But it's time for Facebook not only to take corrective action, so this action will not continue, but they also must repair the harm that they created. They need to promote more diversity within their C-suite, their board, so you have individuals from the African-American community in decision-making positions, so these type of bad acts won't repeat itself. They also need to partner with groups around content to ensure they're promoting positive messages around democracy, inclusive electoral politics, and to drive a message that African Americans should fully engage in the civic engagement space.
Well, and that content issue is something that's important because, first of all, obviously 2020 election is going to be happening, and this also boils down to voices that African Americans can trust when it comes to delivering news. And I've talked to them. The fact of the matter is, they funded these various news shows. None black media, only a couple of them even have an African American co-host. And so you have these platforms. So to me, what I keep saying is the way you counter fake news is actually emphasizing real, credible news.
Now that you don't emphasize it, you sponsor, you underwrite it, you ensure that the platform is available and the voices necessary to deliver critical messages to our communities are properly positioned so they can remedy the harm that was created. Roland, we're looking at Facebook as a platform has a monopoly. And now it's time for that monopoly to be a good corporate citizen with a community that over-index usage on their platform. And because they created a harm, the remedy is to create space and support positive content that promote African Americans to be civically engaged, not only during the election time, but all of the opportunities leading up to the election.
And so last question for you. This hashtag log off Facebook will last for a week. Then what happens after December 25th?
Well, part of what we wanted to do is raise the level of this conversation so we can create a new sense of urgency within Facebook to fix the problem. And I think we've done that. Just the announcement of the hashtag log off, you're promoting it, but then the Senate report coming out on the heels of us calling for that has now created a new dialogue and urgency for Facebook to correct the wrongs they've created.
All right, Derek Johnson, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Take care.
There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Unfiltered. Because guess what? We come back live January 3rd. The blackest show on all of digital, cable, and broadcast. See that name right there? Roland Martin Unfiltered.
Hello.
Y'all want some of this? YouTube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. There's only one show out here, folks, in the digital world that's focused on you. Because here's the piece. I ain't afraid of Fox News. Come back live January 3rd.